After their near discovery by Fox's kidnapper, Lucian decides that it would be a good idea to slip further down into the ship until they can be sure they are no longer being hunted. To that end, they creep to a spot further away from any hatches and up against the hull, surrounded on all sides by well-secured barrels and crates. Sitting now with his back against the heavy hull planking, Lucian holds Fox and gently rubs the dog's head, wondering aloud what they should do. "I'm getting so very hungry, Fox," he says to the dog. "You must be famished and thirsty, too. We must figure out how to sneak off this ship, or we will perish down here. If we could only find a barrel of meat and a cask of water, why, we could have a grand feast," he muses. A low growl rising from the dog's throat silences Lucian, and he suddenly jumps to his feet with a start, dropping Fox, as a small, furry, dark shape scurries across his leg and disappears into the cargo. In the darkness, Lucian can't see the little rodent, but Fox, with his keen nose, can, and in a flash, the little dog darts after the dark shape, and moments later, he has the rat in his mouth and gives it a violent shake. Fox then flips the rat into the air, catching it again in his mouth. Unable to see what's happening, all Lucian hears of the rat's dispatch is the muted crunch of bone as Fox's teeth close, finishing the job. "Fox!" Lucian cries as loudly as he dares. "Come here! Where are you?" Standing with one hand on the hull to steady himself, he strains to hear, when another skirmish breaks out close by, as Fox lunges after another rat unfortunate enough to be within his unerring aim. This one ends in the same fashion and just as quickly. "Fox!" Lucian cries again. "Come back!" Just as his little companion emerges from the stacks of cargo, Lucian grabs him up. "Are you all right? You didn't get bitten by one of those vile rodents, did you? Let me look." Fox gives Lucian's face a reassuring lick, as if to say, "What's the fuss? It's my job." As Lucian leans against the side of the ship, inspecting Fox for injuries, he suddenly becomes aware of a sensation he hadn't noticed before. It's coming up through his back, up through the ship. A vibration, a shudder, a muffled sound, and it suddenly makes sense to him, all too clearly. "The ship is moving!" Lucian cries in alarm.